Some breaking news just into our newsroom within the past hour. We're learning that the Charlotte FBI field office has officially opened an investigation into the death of a woman on vacation in Cabo, Mexico back in October. Now, Queen City News first brought you the story about Shanquella Robinson's mysterious death last week. As anchor Morgan Francis reports, police investigating the case are sharing what they've discovered so far.
Thursday, Mexican authorities told Queen City News Shanquella Robinson's friends lied to them about what happened to her prior to her untimely death on October 29th. An officer investigating the case says they interviewed two friends at the villa in Cabo who said Shanquella Robinson had alcohol poisoning. The same story her family says they told them.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poison. They couldn't get her puff.
It wasn't until her autopsy came back that Mexican police discovered she had a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability in the uppermost vertebrae. They also didn't see this video showing Robinson get violently assaulted until Wednesday. For that reason, their investigation is still open, and they're looking into her death.
There's a huge financial incentive to keep Cabo open and to keep people feeling safe. So to the extent they can find, prosecute, and incarcerate the people that did this, in my opinion, they're going to try to do it.
Kurt Kearns is an international attorney with experience litigating international crimes and investigations. Some of what he has to say might not be the most promising news.
It's a sovereign state. So that's the first misunderstanding a lot of people have, is that, hey man, if I'm an American and I'm in trouble somewhere, boy, they'll come to my rescue. And the reality is, not unless there's a really big interest.
We're following the case of 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson, who died while on a trip to Mexico with friends last month. Her parents say her friends told them she died from alcohol poisoning, but an autopsy report is painting a completely different picture. Robinson's mother joined the stream earlier today. Here's a bit of what she said.
While the
I didn't
FBI
believe
and
them
U.S. State
stories, so
Department say it's not their
after
jurisdiction,
we received the autopsy on Thursday evening, and the autopsy told us what had actually happened to her, and so that took it to a whole nother level, because they're saying that it was alcohol, and alcohol was not the cause of her death.
So I just want to make sure I understand, did the family know, the friends, that she was on this trip with?
Correct, and some of them came to the home after they returned from Cabo, Mexico. I also want to acknowledge that the mother told me they started receiving tips and clips of video of this fight that happened where their daughter is appearing to be defenseless, not fighting back. And they went to the Charlotte police. Well, the Charlotte police then took it to the FBI. The FBI has put out a statement there in Charlotte. They said the video was referred to the FBI, and we encourage anyone with related photos or video to contact the FBI. So they're involved. The State Department has released a comment on this because of where it happened in Mexico. And the Mexican authorities are also investigating this as a suspicious death. So that's where we are in terms of the investigation. Her mother also tells me that they're now planning a funeral as we sit here. She's preparing to bury her daughter, 25 years old, tomorrow on Saturday. And then a week of protest potentially. Why? Because they want someone to be held accountable. There's video, there are people in this video, and no one has been arrested.
I mean, I can't even begin to imagine what this mother is going through. How is she navigating all of this?
She said through prayer, and I can only imagine what that must be like, and the shock of it all.
Absolutely.
And the fact that the mom watched this video, I don't even want to look at the video. It's too much. I read what this video shows. I've seen still photos, but it's circulating on the internet. I mean, that's another conversation. How something like this, a woman getting beaten to the point where, again, she doesn't return home, is just being constantly shared. It's disgusting.
Well, it is so disturbing. So many more answers yet to come on this, Jerika Duncan. I know you'll continue to cover this. Thanks so much, Jerika.
Thank you.
We received the autopsy report on Thursday, and it said that her neck had been broke, and she had a back spinal cord was cracked. So that took it to a whole nother level.
In a statement, the U.S. Department of State said, quote, "We are aware of these reports. Protecting the welfare of U.S. citizens overseas is among our top priorities. Out of respect for the privacy of those involved, we have no further comment at this time." Shanquella's body arrived back in Charlotte on Thursday.
She had a heart of gold. She didn't mistreat nobody.
I mean, I can't even be a grandfather. Can't even walk her down the aisle. She gone.
Weeks later, questions remain.
We're not gonna stop until we get to the end of it.
They get to the bottom of it.
We're gonna get to the end of this.
No, it's not gonna happen, No, I've been crying, I'm hurt. I'm hurting all the way around.